Hey, it's Chris Manifest. I'm going to share how I got 1 million streams on my song Spotify today. We finally hit it, and I want to break down the numbers. I'm also going to do some screen sharing and show you guys everything. But we did 619,000 on Spotify. We did 273,000 views on YouTube. We did 74,141 on Amazon and just 49,000 on Apple Music. So Apple Music was the lowest, which is crazy. And this doesn't include SoundCloud. It doesn't include Deezer. It doesn't include Tidal, any of those. These are the four ones that I really focused on. And isn't it amazing when you focus on something, that's where you get the results. And so, number one, what we used to promote this song and to get it to 1 million streams. And the song was released February 26th of this year. And so, basically it's the beginning of March. So March, April, May, June. So about 4 months, all right? And that takes relentless focus. I'll tell you that. It takes relentless focus to keep promoting something, to take risks, but without breaking the bank, because we didn't spend a lot of money to promote this, okay? So number one, we made a lyric video for it. And the lyric video, which I'll share the screen, or you look it up. It's called Save You. The song's called Save You by Manifest, M-A-N-A-F-E-S-T. Lyric video cost me $90. We took old footage from different music videos and whatnot. My friend who's featured on the song, he grabbed some old footage from shows. We had our video editor put it together. I like to use some of my employees or VAs using something like maybe like Upwork or Fiverr or onlinejobs.ph, so many places where you can get amazing video editing. And I sent them an example of a video that I liked. And I said, hey, can you do something like this? And so we spent just under $100 on the lyric video. That's right. I didn't spend tens of thousands of dollars on a music video, and I could. And I still might. I could spend money on a music video, but it wasn't required, okay? So that was what we used to promote. I made a canvas of it, an 8-second canvas, of course, for Spotify. So when you play the song, you can see the lyric video 8-second just playing over and over again there. So we made sure we had that. Of course, we planned the release out so that I could submit to the Spotify playlists, okay? So inside of my artists.spotify.com dashboard, when you release your song, when you upload it to schedule it, it eventually shows in upcoming releases, so you can submit your song to a Spotify playlist. And guess what? Lo and behold, we got some pretty good playlists. Now I don't always get playlists, but this time we got some pretty big rock playlists because this is more of like a metal song. So we got on some playlists. We won the lottery, so to speak. But I also make sure that I'm finding out who is in my market as far as the genre I'm in, and who's the curators. We almost hired a publicist who supposedly had some relationships with some playlists and stuff, but we didn't end up hiring them. They were going to be about, I think, $2,000 to $2,500 a month, something like that. Decided to pass on that and did my own publicity. Did my own in-house radio for a few months. Got on a bunch of radio stations in the rock genre in both Canada, the U.S., as well as Christian rock. We hired a radio promoter for Christian rock. We hired a radio promoter for mainstream rock, and I also hired a buddy, one of my guitarists, for a while to help me promote the song ourselves. And then eventually we started to get some traction with this song. And so I hired a radio promoter. I think we dropped a few grand on that. So didn't spend a whole lot of money there. Didn't run any Facebook ads this time. Ran $350 on Spotify ads. And if you watch some of my previous videos, we got some pretty good results with that, which was great. Made sure I ran some YouTube ads. We definitely ran some YouTube ads, very targeting, using that lyric video, targeting people of my genre that are in nu metal, whether it's a Papa Roach, 3 Days Grace, Breaking Benjamin, Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park. I know who my top 5 similar artists are, right? And so I want to make sure I put my music right in front of them. And again, I teach all this stuff and I answer questions, and I would love to coach you. If you need coaching, just go to fanbaseuniversity.com if you need coaching. That's what we did there. We made sure we sent out packages, okay? I'm a big believer in sending out packages to people to build relationships, whether they're curators, whatnot, sending out emails, LinkedIn. I use so many different strategies to build relationships with people that control playlists. Now, Be very, 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 very careful with any pay-to-play or anything weird like that. I'm not talking about that. Some of your best forms of growing your music out of the 4 platforms I shared, Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple Music, Spotify allows you to run ads. Spotify Ads Studio. Look it up. Run ads. YouTube allows you to run ads, okay? To get your streams up, to get your views up, to get your fans up. And that's the cool thing. When we released the song, we got more followers. We got more streams. One of the other things we did, and I tell this to my students all the time, is get features. I had a featured artist in this song, okay, that isn't as big about as big as me in some realms. In some realms, I'm not as bigger, but we had different fan bases, and I wanted to tap into his fan base, right? And so, and he wanted to tap into mine. And this is the thing about I said in other videos where you got to collaborate instead of being a competitor. Work together. All right. Now, I didn't do any touring right now with pandemic and being in Canada, being super locked down, but that could have helped. Facebook, Instagram ads could have helped. Email blasts. I made sure I sent it out to my email list, of course. You better believe that, multiple times. And the fact that we're still promoting the song, like I'm sending stats to my radio promoter to try and get more radio stations, to get more eyes on this thing, to get more publicity, right? So what I see so many artists do, they release a song or an album, they promote it for a day or a week, maybe, and then they call the song dead. And it's like, dude, you spent money on this thing. Is it a hit song or not? And one thing that we do is if we're getting good traction on a song, then we pour more gasoline on the fire. If I'm getting good traction on a song, I don't stop promoting it. I promote it even more, right? But this is what we do sometimes. We're like, oh, I got a good song. I got a hit song. So I'm going to go release another one? Or I'm going to go write another one? It's like, dude, no, you've got a good one. Keep promoting that. I made one of the biggest mistakes in my career. And again, I just heard this quote, and I hope it encourages you, is by Stephen Furtick. He said, don't use today's wisdom to judge yesterday's actions. So when I share this story with you, I'm not sharing it to beat myself up. I've forgiven myself. But what we do sometimes is we say, oh, you idiot, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have made that decision. And we beat ourselves up and we go deeper into despair. But I'm going to say this again. Don't judge yesterday's actions based on today's wisdom. Of course you would have done it differently. But you didn't know back then. And you're smart enough. But now you can use today's wisdom and what you've learned to make better decisions. And so I hope this video encourages you. I hope it inspires you. Maybe you were that one that just whipped the song out there and then you moved on to the next one. My story is we had an album that was doing extremely well. It was selling 500 copies a week. It was doing awesome. We're getting great traction at radio. There's still more singles off the album that the label wanted to release. But me being high and mighty as an artist, I wanted to rush into another album because I'm so great and I'm so wonderful. And so we ended up killing this album that was doing so great. We released a new album that wasn't as good, didn't sell as good, didn't do nearly as good, and we destroyed all the momentum of this other song. And this is what I see artists do, and what I've done is you've got a song that's doing well, you started to put effort into it, but then you let it die. And what I've said so many times is whatever you don't feed dies. Okay, if you want something to die, just stop feeding it. Stop giving it life. Stop giving it attention. If you stop giving an album attention, it stops selling. If you stop giving a song attention, it stops getting streams, right? And so I'm recording this as of June right now. So it's really February, so it's almost the end of June. So let's just say, so February, March, April, May, June, really about 4 months. 4 months, right? Like, let alone 4 days, 4 hours, to get an artist to stay focused on a song. But you want to follow one course until successful. Now, you might be saying, well, Chris, how do I know if a song is getting traction or not? Well, are you seeing the streams continuing to grow? When you do something, are you seeing a positive reaction? And, for an artist of my caliber, sometimes it's, we don't see the big, the upticks unless they're a lot bigger. But you as a smaller artist, do you see a bigger uptick? Did what you do get you more emails? Did it get you more streams? Did it get you more followers? Did it get you more subscribers, views? Right? And you want to monitor these things. Whatever gets measured, okay, that's what we tend to watch. Someone who's trying to lose weight and someone who doesn't lose weight but wants to, the person who's measuring and weighing themselves every day, they're going to make the most progress because they're checking in. I had to check in today on our numbers to send them to my radio promoter so we could have some news to share to other radio promoters to say, hey, look, this song has got momentum. It's not dead. That's why you need to play it. That would always, whenever I had new news to share with people, whether it was managers, booking agents, labels, insert whoever I'm trying to build a relationship with, it was that new news that I would try and bring to them to say, hey, you know, we got something else going on here. Can we, and try and open the door and work with that person. But it's the squeaky wheel that gets the grease. The Bible says those that seek will find, those that knock, the door will be opened. Are you seeking? Are you knocking? Are you sowing? Are you promoting? So I hope this really helped you out. If you are not a member of Fanbase University, oh my gosh, go to fanbaseuniversity.com. Let me coach you twice a month. Ask any questions you want. You get access to world-class training. If you do not have this book yet, go get it on Amazon, okay? From Red to Black, My Short Journey from Debt to Liberty. I share with you the habits of rich artists, the habits of broke artists. I talk about the truth about living in debt and how we went $30,000+ into debt after signing a record deal, how we dug ourselves out of it, how to accelerate your success with a mentor, how to start an online business, how to get paid with passive income. And as an artist, you should already know this, right? Songwriting is the gateway to passive income. So much good stuff in here. Why you need to quit your job and go into business for yourself. JOB stands for just over broke. They pay you enough just so you'll stay, but never enough to get ahead. All right, but that's why you're an entrepreneur. Maybe that's why you're in music. Well, I actually hope you got into music to change lives, and because you changed lives, you started to make money from your music because you're impacting people, right? Because when you impact people, that's where the money comes. So I hope this video has helped you. Make sure you share it, comment, like, let me know what you think. Share it with someone that you think could benefit from this. Never give up and go get your 1 million streams on your song. Maybe it'll take you 4 weeks. Maybe it'll take you 4 months. Maybe it'll take you longer, but keep fighting for this dream. Because like we say here, a fighter isn't someone who never fails. A fighter is someone who never quits.